Hey guys, so I just wanted to do a quick comparison here between Nokia 8 and the Nokia 6 phones from HMD Global. So these are very affordable handsets from Nokia running Android. Obviously the Nokia 8 will set you back about double the price of the Nokia 6. So I wanted to see if it's worthwhile here. Just going to boot them up. And I've got to say, they both come with very nice build quality. I probably prefer the Nokia 6 overall because it reminds me so much of my old 6P. It's coming with more of a kind of chamfered edges here. But the Nokia 8 does feel good in itself as well. So you can see there's a massive difference in terms of the startup because the Nokia 8 is rocking some nice specifications here. Overall, I think Snapdragon 835 versus 430. Also, I noticed that the display on the Nokia 8 is much higher quality here. So you can see it's a 2K display IPS LCD versus I think Full HD with not as good viewing angles on the Nokia 6. But I think it's relatively decent. It could be a little bit brighter, but that could be said for all LCD phones. So let's just have a quick look at the performance between the two of them, see how they do compare here. So just open up some apps. Both of them have like backlit buttons at the bottom, which is quite good. Reminds me a little bit of HTC's setup. And you can see, I think, in terms of the raw speed, there's definitely an improvement on the left. Then again, I think the Nokia 6 I have has like a weird kind of software on it from not the kind of software you're going to get with all of them. It seems to be a bit different from the Nokia 8. Both of them I think do support the Force Touch kind of features, which is good. We can definitely see here a massive step up in terms of the responsiveness on the Nokia 8. Let's have a look at the Wi-Fi as well. You see both are on the same. Oh, no, they're not. So let's just check that out. And yeah, so let's just start with Nokia 6. So the other difference is the inclusion of a Zeiss lens at the back. Or is it Zeiss? I don't know how to pronounce it, but maybe you do. Which should be a lot more potent than the budget shooter on the Nokia 6 here. So you can see slight improvement when it comes to the Wi-Fi as well, which is nice. I think the battery is also bigger, 3000 odd, 900 is it? I think so. So that is quite nice. And let's just a quick look at the multitasking here. You do get an extra gig of RAM, but I think for some basic apps there won't be too much difference, as you can see. So quite comparable here in terms of the basic multitasking, but I think overall, if you can afford it, I think the Nokia 8 is probably the better handset overall to buy. I wish they would have stuck with this kind of build quality though for the higher end phone, because to me it just feels more premium, particularly with the chamfering. But I will be doing some comparisons with some comparable like hardware with the Nokia 8. So do stay tuned for that. Hope you enjoyed this comparison, and I'll see you in the next one.